This book is the key to becoming a master manifester, completely changing your life, upgrading your health, happiness, and finding joy starts with just one thought. If you want to manifest a whole new life, you have to master your mindset to become a master manifester. In this video, I'll teach you how to break old habits, rewire your mind, and overcome anxiety to live the life of your dreams. Hi everyone, my name is Emily. I'm an engineer and a certified psychology coach. On this channel, I give you the tools to design, build, and manifest your dream life. Step number 1, you have to break the habit of being yourself. If you want to live a new life, you can't keep feeding old habits that are bringing you back into the past. You have to cut off the old version of yourself in order to become a new person. Yes, I know, easier said than done. But first, becoming aware of the old habits that you need to let go of and break apart is the first step to becoming a new version of yourself. Most of us go through life on kind of autopilot mode. We get ready for work, we go throughout our day, we come home, we spend time with family, and then we head to bed. And if we're still running on autopilot mode, we're not giving ourselves any chance to become a new person because we're just stuck in this mental loop of doing the same routine day in and day out. And it feels like we're just reliving the same day. So if you want to break the habit of being yourself, become aware of the habits you do every day that are not helping you to build a new version of yourself. You want to be in complete alignment with the version of yourself you want to be in the future. Your thoughts, emotions, and actions should all align. You are choosing to constantly keep yourself the same because your thoughts and your energy are stuck in the old past version of yourself. Okay, the second step from Joe Dispenza's book that helps me to manifest a new life faster is to recognize your mind and your body are intensely connected. The thoughts and emotions that you're having have physiological impacts on your body. They can either up-level your health or they can cause disease. If you're thinking really low vibration thoughts like guilt and envy and despair, that has a physical manifestation in your body and can cause sickness. One of the direct ones we recognize is known as depression. But there are a lot of other physiological problems that can manifest through you marinating in all of these negative thought states. If you want to be healthier and you want to manifest faster, you have to move your emotional state up into more positive emotions like gratitude and hope and joy. If you can't emotionally get past the stress and pain and problems of your present self, then you'll never be able to build a future where they don't exist. You have to, in this moment, get away from that emotionally and let it go and forgive all of the mistakes you may have made if you want to build a brighter future. The next step from Joe Dispenza's book that was super transformational for me in mastering my manifestation mindset was learning how to be in the present moment. If you're constantly thinking about the future, you will be living in anxiety. If you're constantly thinking about the past, you'll be living in a depressive, sad state. So if you want to learn how to be happier and unlock the magic of manifestation, you have to learn how to be here, right now, to completely focus on the thing that's in front of you without being mentally and emotionally distracted by problems that are not happening. I have been a very anxious person, historically speaking, and have caused myself a lot of extra pain problem solving for the future that hasn't really happened yet. I always thought I had to figure things out before I met that future in order for things to go well, but in reality, I am more than capable of figuring things out when they arise. I don't need to create extra problems for myself and ruin my present moment by being stressed out about tomorrow. And if you have not already read it yet, I highly suggest you pick up the book, The Power of Now. This is probably the biggest spiritual unlock I've ever had about learning how to unlock the magic of the present moment. This is a cult classic in the spirituality community. It is just so magical when you can just learn to be instead of frantically thinking about what you need to do next. I'm going to be making a whole video on how to be more in your feminine energy, but the number one thing I can suggest to you guys is to learn how to be in your body now in the present moment. Some people find meditation really helpful for this, but I personally love just opening my awareness and focusing single-taskedly on the thing I'm doing. Whenever I have magical manifestations happen in my life, they happen when I'm being intensely present, here, and playful in the moment and not stressed out about the future. Okay, the next manifestation hack from Joe Dispenza's book that completely changed my mindset was learning how to overcome limiting beliefs. We all have stories that we tell ourselves in our mind about who we are, about who we can be, and what we can do with our future. If you want to be a new person, you have to understand the internal stories you're telling yourself about yourself, so you can choose new upgraded stories to build a new version of yourself. If you believe that you're a walking goddess who deserves princess treatment, who gets everything she wants, who is abundantly supported by the universe, your reality will reflect that internal belief. But if you believe that you always need more money, you're always stressed, there's always another problem to solve, if you believe that nothing ever goes in your favor, that will be your reality. You have to understand the beliefs, the thoughts that are living underneath the emotions that you're having every day in order to change them. Your thoughts are an active choice, and you can choose to believe the thoughts that will empower you, and you can choose to let go of the thoughts that are making your life harder. I have a whole workbook for you guys to help you understand your limiting beliefs, so if you would like to use that journal template, just click the link in the description box below. Okay, the next life hack that came out of me reading Joe Dispenza's book that made me a master manifester was learning how to meditate and visualize the future. Yes, we are all very familiar with using a vision board to manifest and visualize the kind of person you want to be. But I think if you really want to unlock the power of your manifestation capabilities, you have to learn how to manifest and meditate on a regular basis, not just when you're making your vision board. Now, if you're someone like me who's extremely creative and can live in her mental world of imagination for days on end, this may be easy for you. But if not, I highly suggest you start practicing this because over time it is a muscle you can grow. So if you're trying to manifest becoming a more confident speaker, rehearse in your mind what it would look like if you were your most powerful self in front of a boardroom giving your presentation. Your mind cannot tell the difference between you visualizing something and it actually happening. It's extra practice if you can imagine something happening in your head before it exists in reality. You do have to do the physical practice, of course, but the visualization helps and will get you there faster. My friends are super into guided meditations. However, these have never really resonated with me. If you're not into guided meditation, I highly recommend doing things like meditative walks to help you mentally get into the emotional state you need to be to manifest. And being in nature just makes me feel so much more relaxed. So this is always something that works for me. I will link in the description box for you some of his guided meditations if you do like those. And one of the other life hacks I have, if you want to learn how to meditate more, is to just sit with your favorite music when you're doing your visualization and focus on that internal story you're telling yourself and creating a very vivid imagination when you're doing a visualization. Meditation does not have to be you sitting cross-legged on a yoga mat. You can do meditation at basically any time. It's the act of consistently bringing your mind into the present moment, into the now, and recognizing again and again when your mind gets distracted. So if you're sitting with your favorite visualization practice and you find yourself getting distracted, just constantly bring your mind back to the visualization, and that act of redirecting your mind is the key to becoming a better meditator. I hope you guys found this helpful. I've been really enjoying Joe Dispenza's work, and I love how science-based his work is. One of the biggest unlocks that you can realize is that manifestation feels like magic, but it is just neuroscience. So giving you all of these tools to help you manifest faster, it's just me teaching you how to use your brain more effectively to become the person you want to be and build your dream life. I've just opened access to my private members coaching program, so click the link below if you want to learn more about how you can design, build, and manifest your dream life. Have a great day, guys.